May I introduce Mr. Elmer Ward, a retired international basketball player and motivational speaker. He has this book that I'm going to be passing around right now, and y'all can leaf through it and listen, and it'll be great. So, thank you. And
I'd like to thank you guys for having me here today. You know, it's quite an honor to be around you all and tell you how my life has been. It's been ups and downs, toss and turns, but I always had the will to succeed. I'm originally from Lebanon, Tennessee, a family of 13. I've always had will, drive, determination, desire, and dedication to become successful. In order to become successful, you have to step outside of your box, your fear box. Never fear yourself. Follow your dream. Always believe in yourself. Because in life, you're going to have adversity. And adversity is like taking a cup of water and pouring it out and stopping it. You have to overcome adversity. Life is just about a journey. And I first started playing basketball when I was 10 years old. One day I was jogging down the street and somebody said, "Go get you a basketball." So I ran home, all the way home, and I got me an axe and a bicycle rim, and I chopped it to the wood house. And 47 years later, I'm still involved in the game that I love, that has taken me around the world. My life hasn't been easy. I've hitchhiked across the United States. I slept on the streets of New York City, Chicago, Philadelphia, Miami. I've been homeless all over the world. I overcame drug abuse and homelessness. But the key to becoming successful in your life is the will, having the guts to reach down inside of yourself and keep propelling yourself to your dream. Any dream can become possible if you just keep believing. And every day you get up, just say, "It's possible. It's possible." Anything is possible. But you have to honor your mother and your father, because you only get one. You must be obedient. In the Bible it says, "He who thou honor thy mother and thy father becomes successful." And if you don't do that, the devil's going to get you. So you want to be good, young boys and girls. Follow your dreams. And life has just really been tough, you know. It's tough, it's hard sometimes. And sometimes you get so close, you say, can I do it? Yes, you just got to always have that will to keep believing. Always keep believing. I always say nothing is impossible. If you spell IMPOSSIBLE, if you mark the IM off from it, what does it spell? It spells possible. Anything is possible. And can you imagine a guy like me who's hitchhiked across the United States, who's been homeless, but I always had that will, the drive for my mom and my dad, and 7 brothers and 6 sisters, who every one of us graduated out of high school. And it's good to be raised from a good family. And if you have your mom and your dad there, whichever one you have, be strong to them. Trust in your parents, because they're the key to becoming successful in your life. You've got to honor your mother and your father. You can't be disrespectful. And ladies should be ladies, and gentlemen should be gentlemen. It's so important to respect. It's very important in your life is respect. And the #1 thing in the United States for teenagers is acceptance. You don't have to, people don't have to accept you. You accept yourself. And you go in and you thrust, and you go for your dream. Don't never let anyone's opinion stop you from your dream. People will get jealous, there's haters, but you pat yourself off your back and say, "Hey, my dream can become successful." You got to be consistent and engage in consistent action in order to reach that dream. And it's going to take people of all cultures, religions, and backgrounds. You can't cater to certain people. We all are brothers and sisters. You're going to have to get along with people in the world, because that's what makes the world go round, brothers and sisters. You've got to have friends. Without friends, you can't make it. You can't live in an introverted world. Some people you're not going to like. Some people in this world you're going to like. But there's going to be a time you're going to have this person that you think that's introverted, that you don't like, guess what? That might be the one that helped you get over the hump to reach your dream. But I just want you all just to always keep believing. Never doubt yourself. And sleeping on the streets of New York City is not no joke. I slept on the streets of New York City in cardboard boxes. I hitchhiked across the United States. I slept on the street of bridges of Texas, Florida, and Miami, and Wyoming, and
But I always had that dream to become successful as an athlete. And everywhere I'd go, man, I'd go to a gym, and I'd lift weights, and I would keep pushing, I would keep driving. You know, I kept saying, one day the Lord is going to bless me with this dream where I can give back to the youth of the world. So now, you know, you all, every time I see one of you all, you motivate Elmo to come and tell you what it took for Elmo to become successful. It takes diligence. It takes motivation. It takes compromise. It takes intensity. It takes heart. It takes will. You just got to keep believing. I don't care what obstacles you have to go through. Go through it. If you're at a school and a teacher you don't like her, go to your teacher and say, teacher, I need some assistance. Don't blow her off. Don't do that. Stay positive. Positive attitude and positive reaffirmations are so important in life, young people. You have to stay positive every day when you get up in the morning. Ooh, y'all don't realize when the sun rises. You know who woke you up? Jesus. Say your prayers every night and every morning. Pray for your family. Pray for the world. Pray for world peace. Because, brothers and sisters, it's a crazy world like that. You don't want to jump out there and get yourself caught up in something that you don't understand and you can't get out of. So be obedient and always honor your mother and your father. Because I don't have mine. Mine's dead and gone. And I look at a lot of kids and say, wow, they have their mom and dad, but they don't. But my mom and my daddy, they taught me very well. We were like the Waltons, if any of y'all don't know if any of y'all can believe it. It was a CBS TV show. It used to come on TV. They called it the Waltons. And I remember every day we used to wake up, we used to say, hey, Joel, hey, Terry, hey, Wanda, hey, Gary. It was fun when I was growing up. We always had basketballs, and baseballs, and footballs, and things that you could communicate with. But as I got older, I had a dream. And I know I couldn't stay in Lebanon, Tennessee, because it was so small for me. So I joined the United States Army. I didn't know nothing. And I flew up to South Carolina from Lebanon, Tennessee. They had axes. I'm going to be your mama. I'm going to be your daddy. I'm going to be your brother. I'm going to be your sister. Man, I went crazy in the Army. I snapped. They had to let me out of the Army. But you know what? I still didn't give up on my dream. So I came back to Lebanon. I was uncomfortable. So guess what I did? I started hitchhiking across the United States. I just wanted to follow that dream. I had so much drive. I said, one day I'm going to become a famous motivation. I'm going to help kids. I'm going to give back to them. So, you know, the life is never what you think. It's what you want. And how much drive that you want to become successful. You have to want it. It's not going to be given to you on a platter. You've got to get out there and be motivated. And if you want to become a doctor, or a teacher, a lawyer, a veterinarian, a psychologist, an engineer, you can do that, all of you all. An athlete. You have to put time. You have to work. You have to have the will. You have to want it. How you thinking me? I wanted it. I always used to play against guys bigger than me, 5'8". I was only 5'8". When I went to Puerto Rico, all of these guys were 6 feet. But you know, I had that will. And that's what it takes in life. Athletics is just about life. You have to keep believing. And if you have a positive attitude, and every day you wake up, say it's possible. This dream can become true. I know it can become true. I just have to keep onward and overcoming the obstacles in life. Like I said, you never know what your obstacles are going to be in life. But you got to be willing and open and have a liberal mind to people. That's the key in life, is people. If you can communicate with people of all different nationalities, guess what? You're going to get through. But if you can't learn to interact with people, you're not going to become successful. This is how people are going to become successful. It's people. You have to have them. This is how I came. Hitchhiking, meeting famous rodeo guys, famous musicians, famous athletes. And it was quite an adventure to live in the streets of New York City. I never would do it again. But what a great adventure to hitchhike to California, to see Venice Beach, and to meet Magic Johnson, and O.J. Simpson, a lot of celebrities. And you know, but now life is about stepping outside of your box, believing in yourself, and putting one foot ahead of the other, and going for your dream. Never be scared to go for your dream. Just do it. As the slogan in Nike said, just do it. Believe. Nothing is impossible. If you get that will and get the guts, the drive, and step out there and go for your dream. It can be so fun, so exciting, and you have to accept responsibility, because accepting responsibility makes your dream come true. And when you all know, when you go for your dream, you help other people reach their dream. And that's what you want to do in life. Become a service for people to help other people reach your dream. Don't become selfish. Be humble in life. Help others. And this is how you become successful, is learning the will to give to people. This is what we have to do. If you can help a little brother or a little sister, teach him to dribble a basketball, teach him to read a book, just teach him things. It's so rewarding to give back. If you can help an older person across the street, you've got to do it. And 7 things you need to learn. You got to have choices, acceptance, responsibility, gratitude, attitude. You've got to learn those things. You've got to do it. And if you put something, and if you put it all together and keep that positive about yourself, there's nothing you get. There's nothing in now one is your life that you can't reach. It's just going for it. The main thing is don't have the fear. So many of us have fear. Don't be scared to step outside of your box. Don't be scared to become a foreign exchange student in a foreign country. Go for it. See the other side of the world. It's so important to learn different cultures of people. It's going to make you more educational wise. Learn to interact. Learn a foreign language. You're going to be up on yourself. Learn to speak a different way. It's so good for you to learn different cultures of people. Just believe. Just keep believing. Just always say, no one told me, hey, I will and I can. I will and I can. Because anything's possible. And I would just like to say, God bless everybody. Thank you guys. It's just been an honor, to be here to talk to you all. And I just hope that Elmer gave you some motivation, inspiration, courage to inspire to become successful. Because that's all I did. I was just stepping outside of my fear box, saying, you know what? I want to go to New York City. I want to go to California. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to Canada. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but guess what? I made it there because I believed. A lot of people said, man, you crazy. How are you going to get to Chicago hitchhiking? 2 days I would wind up in Chicago. It's because I kept believing. I slept in a lot of crazy places. In bunkhouses, shelters. There was prostitutes, drug addicts, all kinds of people there. But you know what? One thing I kept work ethic from my mother and my father. They kept telling me, no matter what you do, you follow that dream. You go for it. No matter what situations that you go through, you do it. And there's no reason none of you all should have bad grades, because you have iPads, you have iPhones. You can Google anything. When I was coming up, we had to do it by the hard book. So you kids, man, hey, just do it. Just do it. And I love all of you all, man. Anything you ever want to talk to Elmer about, you'll be seeing him. Just always remember, nothing is impossible. Believe, okay? And God bless everybody. Thank you very much.